Hello 503 subscribers, you're watching my favorite YouTube channel. I am your friendly neighborhood chillmonger, and this channel is anti-white supremacy. Let's begin this comic. It's a short one. This is going to be a short review, I know right now, because I do not have much to say. This was like a 7 out of 10, nice comic book. It hit all the notes you wanted to hit. I'll tell you the highlight when I get there. One of the highlights was the way that Spider-Man was thinking in his thought bubble over here. He's going to say, after Gog is being in the sewers and my boy is running away from him, doesn't even know how the rocket boosters work, but when Boomerang runs away from him, Spider-Man says up top over there, he's just leading him right to the surface. That's how a superhero thinks. You know how many battles like this he's been through? He's constantly thinking of, how do I keep the people safe? Boomerang, he's pretty new at this. He's just trying to get away, not realizing, oh, I'm bringing the fight up to where Kingpin is going to be. Kingpin over here acting like a clown, acting like he knows what's best. I've got you, Spider-Man, on his megaphone. How did he know where to be? It's all about that tablet that Kingpin is trying to acquire. But okay, I like this next part. This is what saves the comic book and makes the comic book highlight of the comic book. When they discover that Gog just wants to play, because of something we learned last comic book, that his little friend from that alien planet actually used to throw a boomerang looking thing. He's like, okay, cool, I'm gonna play. He says throw it into that, because something in an old comic book mattered. He has Pym particles, and if he has the desire to turn smaller, Gog is going to shrink into the required size. And the way that the artwork drew this, it's Ryan Ottley drawing. You know what he does. The way that he drew that is exquisite. And he shrinks and shrinks, and he fits into the back of the truck. The back of the truck. They found him, and Spider-Man has a pet. Peter Parker finally has a pet. That was like what they tried to do. They actually spent the last maybe 3 pages milking that point. Cute moment, him sitting on the couch and everything. And I don't read comic books for these moments. Like they're not my bread and butter, but it's there for the people who require that sort of emotion. There's a whole ton of emotions, and this sort of mushy gushy heart stuff, that's who that was for. And I was gonna end the review there until I looked, and I'm like, wait a minute, wait just a second. He bit what's his name? Riley, I think it is. Randy? He bit Randy's finger, and there's blood there. This may be nothing, but I think that means something, man. I think the fact that he made Randy bleed means something out in the future. There's 3 of these roommates. One of them Spider-Man, one of them's a Boomerang. Randy's gonna have a alias or some sort of superpower thing after that bite. I'm just saying. It's called rabies. There's something there in that bite, okay? Okay. Next comic book is gonna be sick. Next comic book, I think, from the way I read the solicit, they're like, you don't want to miss this one. We may get an answer to who Kindred is. If you've been watching my channel, I've been everywhere with my guesses. Here are my 2 strongest theories. It's Uncle Ben, because Nick Spencer said during Comic-Con last year, Kindred is a he. That's what he mentioned his name as a he. So I think it could be Uncle Ben. He was mad at Spider-Man for what he did. Uncle Ben was in hell, climbed the ranks, and became Kindred. Or it could be Gwen Stacy, who's mad at Spider-Man for killing her, and she's who Kindred is. The only thing is, the reason I don't believe it's Gwen Stacy is because Nick Spencer said in that panel on Comic-Con, Kindred is a he. But when I initially saw it Kindred, I thought, well, you can't really see the breasts. It's wearing a hood, and the cliche of unhooding, and it's a female. So that's where my theories are. That's who Kindred might be. And I think that's where we're gonna go in this next what's it called? It's called The Amazing Spider-Man Sins Rising in that story, okay? Okay. Chillmonger, outie.